Hey YouTube, it's Moogle 847 and welcome back to the Moogle Cafe. Now, last time I was here, and I've got to say that this is this is a re-upload because I guess somehow on the last video I did, there was no audio. I don't know what happened there, but just there was no audio. Right now this is working, so, we'll keep going with that. But, but I'm re-uploading my review of Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, and Heavenward. I will say, overall, also decided I'm not going to talk about every single major point, because if I do that, this video is going to be about 30 freaking minutes, and I don't want to freaking go that long. I mean, this is like my 5th freaking attempt. I'm about burned out on talking about this game. But I will say, the points I want to address: game is good, story's good, graphics really good. PS4's version sadly is better than my PC. Granted, my PC is slightly weak for this, but it still runs enough on standard. But you can definitely tell which ones which Square Enix likes. No favoritism at all. Anyway, let's see. Classes are really good. Why the White Mage has no freaking attacks, I don't know. White Mage is just nothing but heals. Period. Yeah. Don't know what they were thinking. Oh yes, and your story, you can group together with people, which is awesome. Run around, do all your quests together, great. Doing your main story quests together, awesome. Then you get a main story instance and they say, sorry, you gotta split up. Massively multiplayer online game does not mean I want to freaking solo this thing. The only times you should be up there going, I want to solo this thing, is if you're in a dungeon. Not, I'm into the next part of the story where it's a bunch of us working together to do this. No! We're gonna just separate you two. I don't know why. Just the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Let's see. Some boss fights a little harder than others. Some of them require way too many freaking steps. Because Square Enix stopped actually making games and decided that we needed to have a chore. We'll get into a rant on games that wanted you to have a chore rather than have fun on a different video. So trust me, that rant is coming. That rant is coming. You got that. You got, let's see, what else was there I wanted to touch on. Music's great. Hate Gridania's music because it loops way too freaking early. Let's see, let's see, what else was there? Honestly can't think of what else I was gonna say about this thing, but oh yes, and that's right, I also had a lot of good nostalgia. I mean, seriously, you have like, for instance, if you get the collector's edition of both the original Realm Reborn and Heavenward, you get stuff like a Warrior of Light helmet, or Cecil's helmet from Final Fantasy IV, like a wind-up cane figure, Moogle figure, fat chocobo mount. They put in as many small references as they can. I even love they have Gold Saucer from Final Fantasy VII in there. And you can also find a copy, or you can find an equipment set if you spend enough money and time there, you can get an equipment set. Got a hair on my glasses. That will make it so that you look like Setzer from Final Fantasy VI. Also, you get veteran rewards for if you go so long. So, like, some of the stuff I've seen, like, I got a flying Armin that I can ride and stuff like that. I know one of the other ones that I really liked that I found at one point was a wind-up pointer finger. It's the little selector finger from the original game. Yeah. Oh, yeah, something else I should point out in this game. Targeting sucks. I don't know how many times we get into that cluster of people, and it's like, okay, I want to target the enemies. Alright, why am I targeting a good guy? Enemy's right there. Why am I targeting him? Or even quest givers, where it's like, okay, I am standing this close. I am this close to the quest giver. I should really get this right. And my character goes and goes, hi, I'm talking to you over here. This is the company that found a way to do auto-target in a Final Fantasy, in like the original Final Fantasies. And they can't figure out how auto-target works in this one. I don't know. Oh, and another point I want to bring up. Why is it that my black mage knows Fire 3? Now, for me, I would like to just play without doing nothing but Fire 3. No, that's not how you want to do it. You want to do Fire 3, then Fire, Raging Strikes, then Thunder, or Raging Strikes, Thunder, Fire, automatic switch over to Blizzard, or transpose, switch to Blizzard 3, or quick cast Blizzard 3, Blizzard, magic back, okay, transpose back, and it's like, oh, for the love of God, guys. To me, I'm more of the, I want to hit you with the biggest spell over and over and over again until you die. They don't want that. They want you as DPS to be just smack them with this and then just sit there and help them a bunch of times till they die. I don't like that. I don't like that system. That's not... I'm sorry. I know how to count. 3 is bigger than 1. Does not mean I want to use 1 all the time. Another thing. Because of the way magic and everything refills, there is almost no downtime in dungeons. Dungeons run so quickly. I mean, it just... there's points where going, what if someone needs to go pee? You don't want to stop. It's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and... okay, I need to rest up from that tank just pulled the next guy. What a jerk. You know, I'm just not a fan of that. I am not a fan of that. It's... I mean, there is a point to having things be quick or fast-paced. There's also a point to having things be kind of let you absorb the world, you know? But they just don't do that. Just don't do that. But, I think that's pretty much all the points I want to talk about on this. But, like I said again, I definitely recommend the game. It's a fun game. It's a great romp. And that's right. There's another point I wanted to bring up. Some of these instance boss fights. Granted, this is more of a nitpick toward like other players that play MMOs. I ran into a situation where I've fought one boss, and this boss, beat us like so many times. Yeah, I had to repair my gear, everything else. We weren't too good at that point, but rather than this guy trying to tell me, how this all works, or how this boss fight works, all I kept saying was, watch a video. Watch a video. And, I even stopped so long, went back and tried again, and ended up getting the same jerk. Great. And, like I said, once again, watch a video, watch a video. Why is it, if I'm playing a game like this, do I have to have a guide to beat this boss. If you've beaten this boss, freaking tell me how to beat the boss. Don't sit there and then just lecture me on, or even tell me just go watch a video on how to beat this thing. No! I'm playing the game. Let me play the game. Also, that boss fight sucked. It had like 6 steps. And I was the tank. Just too many steps. I mean, like I said, once again, I am all a fun game, but this is becoming a chore. When you have stuff like that. Where a boss fight literally takes you 20 minutes to beat. Even with that many, well, even when you have that many people and it takes 20 minutes, that's one thing, but just no. Just no. Square Enix, pull it back a little bit. Pull it back, you are too darn complex. So, believe me, I'll talk about complexity on one of my other videos. So, alrighty, well, I think I bored you all enough, so this is Moogle 847. I will sign out and see you guys for the next